Happy Sunday and nice having everyone here. If anyone is live, let's talk, let's have a chat and see what's going on around the world. I think there's a lot happening right now around the world, and I believe that we can all be able to see what's going on and also maybe share our experiences from what we have witnessed so far. I mean, the attack on Iran, the rockets from Iran going around to every country in the Middle East. I think it's something that we need to watch out for, because it's not going to be easy, I would say, because when you look at how the United States and Israel, what they did, how they started, and how they went ahead to do what they have done, you understand that it's a lot that's going to be happening in the days ahead. And looking at the situation right now, Iran did not just stay quiet. Iran did not just stay quiet. They had to respond. And responding, they didn't respond straight to the US, although they responded to Israel. And then in the countries, their neighboring countries, which are also Arab countries, they have been hosting American military bases there. And I think that's why they struck from there. They were striking from there, and that's why they have retaliated with their own rockets. Bombing, sending rockets to these countries where Americans are being stationed before sending rockets or bombs to their country. One would ask, is it self-defense or what? At the end of the day, a lot is happening. A lot is happening right now, and I think we can only, we're watching. We're just far. We're not military. We're not. And my problem is just the people that are dying. The people that are dying in this war, and the risk also that's going to be it's been taken. And seeing how it's escalating. The only thing is that it's escalating, and the truth is it's going to be worse. It's going to be worse in the Iran, in the Middle East. Nobody knows what's coming. But the truth is that the United States, I think, and Israel, what they have done so far, if you ask me, right, I would say Iran, surely they were doing their negotiations, maybe with the other government before Trump. Slowly, it's been going slowly. But the fact that Trump came, and there's a lot happening in the U.S. as we speak. And I remember Trump calling for a meeting with other world leaders, as peace, something peace. And now I'm asking, this peace, how come? How come that we're having the same people that we are coming for with peace are going, some of them are going to attack another country, and nobody knows. But I'm just saying, when we are talking about fighting or attacking a country, Iran might have been having leaders that, or a leader that they're having their own rules or their own things in their country, which may be making some of the Iranians not happy. It's everywhere in the world. Like, you have governments that has some things that are not suitable for some people in their country. But Iran, being the Muslim country that we know, they have always had their own, their own way of fighting the America, I'll call it the America and Israel. Well, we might not agree with them. Some of us might not agree with them, but I think it's just the same thing that happened, like what happened in this country where Trump went and took out their president and his wife. It's not good. I don't think these are things that we should be uploading. I think this is the reason why we see Libya, in Africa where it is today. This is the reason why we see Iraq, Afghanistan. Of course, Iraq, Afghanistan, they've been countries that have been threatening also the peace, maybe the peace of the United States and all of that. But looking at Libya, what happened in Libya, I do not think we can say something good came from the attack that they attacked Libya. Where we are today in Libya, I don't think there's any peace, and there's no peace coming soon, because what happened there is unbelievable. They took out their president. Now, what's happening in Iran? They have taken out their president, their leader, their leader, the supreme leader, anyways. And Iranians that are fighting, there are some Pakistanis, there are some anti-Americans that are already getting angry of showing their grievances. Now, this is going to be a war that's going to expand in that region. And the fact that America left the United States and went and did that, you can see that the war or the retaliation is coming back, but to the Middle East between the countries. Is not going to the US. And you're looking at it like you're asking questions like what becomes of these countries after this, or are they going to go into war fighting in Iran? That's something we don't know and we can't say, because already Dubai, I think Saudi Arabia, I think they are already looking at how to retaliate also, because the missiles coming from Iran are striking their country. Now they're striking their country because that's where America is standing and bombing Iran. All those Middle East countries, they are all, most majority are having American base there, military base there, and Iran sending rockets there is their own defense. But how is this going to end? Maybe somebody in the comment section can help me. I can see you guys. Thank you for coming live with me, and thank you, drunken Leog, Yambeg, Yambeg. What is bro yapping about, guys? I'm talking about these things happening around the world, especially in Iran, with the US and Israel, going to bomb Iranian nuclear sites. They have done it last summer and they're doing it today. So I think the only thing we can look into this is not the cause, because the causes of it is just that Israel and America, they are very scared of what Iran can do. And we think that any country, right? Israel, they have their nuclear weapon, everything that they are not supposed to have, they do have. And they say they are protecting themselves. Now, like I said, Israel has no right to have those things, but they have them. It's not like Israel cannot, take permission. They don't care about anybody. And at the same time, when you look at what's happening in Palestine, people say Israel is destroying Palestine. Now you look at it like, where is it leading to? At the end of the day, where is this leading to? Is anybody protecting himself? Because what's happening in Iran is that America and Israel is the fear. The fear. Iran has not even produced nuclear products, whatever, yet. They are in the process. They have been in the process for years. They have been doing whatever they have been doing, but it's because of the fear that they can do it and strike other countries like US and Israel, that they go and attack them. And to me, if you ask me, I would say this is something that, like what happened in Venezuela. Trump went there, took out their president, and he took him to the United States. How is going to another man's country and taking out their president? How is that really real? And we know that it's because of oil. It's because of the oil that Venezuela has, And these wars that they're fighting, there is benefit because Because if we have to take out the leaders that are bad, then they should do that. They should do that everywhere, because we have so many of them in Africa. In Africa, there are leaders that do not care about their people. They kill their people. They send military to kill their people. So if America was looking at helping the people of every nation, I know they sent some, military to help in Nigeria, and they did what they did there. But the insurgency, the terrorist things, people, they are all in Nigeria. They are still there and they are growing. So how does this help? How does America help nations? They don't help those that they don't benefit from. That's what I know, which is understandable, because all these leaders, especially in Africa, always go back to Africa, because majority of leaders in Africa that are stubborn, are not doing well for their people, are the best friends of Americans. And this is why, because those leaders, their doors are open for Americans to do what they want to do, get what they want to get. That's what they want. So once you're closing your doors from them to come in and do whatever deal they want to do with you, they will look for ways to take you out. That's what happened in Libya, I keep saying. So Libyans are suffering today because of these kind of decisions. While Libyans are suffering, the oil is going out. They're pumping their oil out, and the oil is no more helping Libyans. It's the same thing they want to do to other people. So Iran is not that country that will accept such things, and I believe that they have left. They are retaliating, because you can't come into their country. You might bomb them, but I think it's going to be a long fight. It's going to be a long fight, So many countries are not in support of Trump and Israel. So many countries. I've not seen any country that's standing with them, apart from these Middle East countries that are having the US military bases there. And I don't think is what they want. But I also heard something that the military, the Muslims or the Arabs, like the Iranian, the Muslim, they are Muslims, but they are different from those ones in Saudi Arabia and other countries surrounding them. Some of them, because when you talk about Sunni Muslims are those from Saudi Arabia and all of that, and those from Iran, those are the ones that they have their own. They have some rules. Their own laws are not the same with those from Saudi Arabia. So it's a big difference, especially when it comes to women and whatever they are doing. But their religions are different, even if we say they are Muslims, but they are different. So I believe that Iran is, as they are different, other Muslim countries are also not happy. They are seeing them different because of their own religion, the way they are doing their own religion, Sharia and Sunni. So in all, I would say America, I don't want to. Americans, majority of Americans, some are not happy, some are happy with what's going on. But when you look at it deeply, you would ask yourself, is this Americans' problem right now as we speak? American problem is in America, and I think Trump has a lot to explain. He has a lot at stake, anyways. Because this war he has started with Iran, I'm not sure he's going to see it to the end. He's having already a huge task with the Congress. He might be impeached. He might be impeached. And if he's impeached, now who continues with the war? How would they end the war that he has started? It's going to be a big problem. It's going to be a big problem. So let's see how things go. And I believe that with time, we don't know. Like I said, rockets are coming out from Iran every time, every minute. And already Dubai, Saudi Arabia, most Doha, all of them are suffering already from the consequences of the US using their countries to install their bases to attack Iran. And this is something that somebody asked a question like, so America goes into every country to set up their military bases there. Which country is in America with their own military base? None. So these things I'm still to understand. Honestly speaking, I'm still to understand because in Africa as well, America has their bases there. Ghana, they have their bases there. So what law, how is this law working that the US will install their military bases in all the countries, but no one is installing their own in the US? This is something that Ibrahim Traore asked someday. That why is it that America is having military bases in different countries, but there's no one single military base from another country in America? So, and the fact that, you know, Trump would decide to go into any country even without their Congress, I don't even see how you can go to a country with where it has a president and your military. I mean, anyway, they take out that president from a country and move with him to the US and his wife. And of course, we have the vice president who is a female in Venezuela today. But what becomes of their president? We know that the president might be, a bad leader, but he's not the only bad leader in this world. I would say Trump should have, he should do this in many countries. Let's see. Like I said, Venezuelan president, it's just like what's happening now in Mexico, where you have these drug lords and all of that. What's happening, the cartels and all of that fight. It's the same thing. He's accusing the president of Venezuela of similar things where the drugs and all of that is happening in his country and he's not, but how can you go and take out a president from a country and take it to your own country and put him in prison? I'm still to understand this, honestly speaking. Like, in what world are we today? How are we living? What are we living? What are we seeing? So please, if somebody can help on the comment section, let me know. This is something that I'm still confused. I'm still very confused. Like, where are we going? Where are we heading to? I'm so happy that it's not so many countries that are in support of what's happening in Iran. So many countries are not in support simply because it's escalating and Iran is alone. They are standing alone, to be honest. And the fact that Iran's missiles are still able to go penetrate, pass through all those countries that US have their military bases there, and even they are striking the US military bases and going to other countries like like Israel, sorry, and Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Doha, Bahrain. That shows you that Iran, they're trying to defend themselves. But the bad thing is that these bombs or these these rockets are going to countries that are their neighbors. And I'm still saying US use their sense or their head to bring that war in the Middle East, because in what way can Iran attack? They cannot attack US from Iran. And US could not stay in US and bomb Iran from there, or Israel could not stay in Israel and bomb Iran from there. Israel is close anyways, but US to leave your country and go station in another man's country and send, bombs to another country I don't think is good. When we talk about the world peace, the peace that we live in this world, this is not acceptable to me. They are world power, yes, but it is becoming something that I don't even know what powers they have to be able to go to somebody's country and do that. And like I keep saying, what happened in Libya under Obama, the consequences today that Libya is living nobody wants to see that happen in their country, no matter how bad their leader is, no matter how bad their leader is, because Gaddafi, we don't even know how bad he was, because he was doing the best he was doing for his country, for his people, using all the resources that they have, and developing their country. It was developed. But at this point where we are now, Libya is not the best country you want to go into. There's a lot going on there, and it's been going on since Gaddafi died. So looking at the situation is more like the destruction is growing. It's just becoming more and more in the Middle East, caused by the US. You know, there's a lot happening in the US. There's a lot. There's so many killings, shootings, and then there is this also problem Trump is bringing up in America with the ICE, with the immigration officers against the people. He's in a very hot pot in the US, but he's going out of the US to fight to support Israel in bombing another country. So I'm not in support of bad leadership. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying no matter how bad leaders are, there's a way. There should be ways for people for them to sort out things. Trump might think he's good, but he is not good to every country. Now, you will not see another country also doing similar thing he's doing to other countries. So, anyways, this live I just came to share with you and discuss a bit so that we can, you know, share what we think. I'm happy that you guys came live to watch, and believe that we'll be doing this often. Tomorrow I will come live again and we're going to discuss again about other things. Maybe maybe other news will come again from Iran, Israel, America, all of that. We will talk about those things. But the current news that is everywhere now is what's happening in Iran. And I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing. We should pray. We should pray that things should become better for Iran. And I believe that other neighboring countries will also have peace. So, guys, let me leave you for now and see you again tomorrow. Ciao, ciao. Good night.